in the morning. I'm heading north on Highway 99. Got my rifle in the back seat, and I'm going deer hunting. It's October 27th. It doesn't get much better than this. This year I drew a late season deer tag in zone G1. This is the stand site I picked out prior to the start of the season. It's located in a large canyon at about 2,000 feet in elevation. When I picked this spot, I hoped to be hunting during the migration. Unfortunately, it was warm and dry during the season, and the deer weren't actively migrating. A storm had hit the area about 3 weeks before the season, and some deer had moved down into the area I was hunting. I was seeing does every morning, so I decided to stick it out and use patience to my best advantage. Since I was seeing deer, I figured it was just a matter of time until I saw a legal buck. I hunted the stand hard during the morning and evening hours and did a lot of glassing. I knew patience and a stealthy approach were the keys to success. I saw 8 does the first day I hunted and 9 does the second morning on the stand. It was on the second afternoon I got the opportunity I'd been waiting for.
I'm shaking. I've been sitting here for about 2 hours this evening. A buck came out below me. It's about 60 yards away. I've got hand-loaded ammo. I've never had a failure to fire. I put it on his chest. Click, nothing. New bullet in. He moved. He moved up. I couldn't see him. I got a new bullet in. Got the binoculars up. Now I range found it earlier. 205 yards to this log. He was just this side of it. Offhand, only shot I had. I put it on the front of his body. He moved out a little bit. Squeezed it off. And he's down. I'm going to turn off the camera because I don't think it'll pan. But I'm going to pan down to where it is. And then we're going to go down there and check it out. He's at least a 4-gunner. He's a nice buck. Yes. Patience. 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 Whew. Yeah, baby. So he's right there to the left of that ponderosa pine. I'm going to try to zoom in on the spot. There he is. Looks like he's definitely down for the count. Nice California blacktail. Let's ease up here. Make sure he's down. Let me get my rifle ready. Hang on. Okay, I got the rifle ready. It's the rifle. I don't know where I hit him. I know where I was aiming. He looks like he's down for good. Now, the thing is with a dead deer like this, or maybe not so dead a deer, the feet are the danger. So we're gonna avoid those feet. I still don't see where he's hit. Looks like a good lung hit. He's hit somewhere. His eye's glossing over. Would touch the eye. Yeah, he's done. I don't know where I hit him. We'll check it out. Whew. He's no monster, but under these conditions, hey, he's a dandy buck. There's the hit. He had an angle. Caught him back, came out, lunged him. Whew. There's a piece of lung there above his head. Didn't ruin any meat with that shot, that's for sure. Whew, I'm pumped. And there's the buck again. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I gotta try to get this deer out of here. As you can see, the sun is behind the hill. I don't know if I'll get him out. I might dress him and move him up the hill, cut the horns out tonight so no one's tempted. No one wants a deer with no horns. And come back and pack the meat tomorrow. I haven't seen any coyotes nor heard any. So hopefully there are none around. It's going to be cool tonight. I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, is moving him up the hill. Get him dressed out, get him cooled out. I'll get him up 100 yards or so. I'll leave the insides here, and hopefully any coyote that does come along will enjoy those more than my deer. Anyway, I got a lot of work to do. Fish Sniffer, baby. We get it done. Howdy folks, I'd like to thank you for joining me on my 2011 Eastern Tehama County late season deer hunt. Boy, it was quite an adventure. The conditions were tough. The weather is warm. I'm sweating right now. I had to go back in the woods and get a few things after my successful hunt last night. I was hunting a stand. That's how I prefer to hunt. Conditions are dry, they're noisy, and there's not a lot of deer down this low. The deer haven't migrated yet. There's deer strung out all over, all the way up to 6,000 to 7,000 feet. But I prefer this open country. I've got a flat shooting rifle. I shoot a 7mm, and I like to be able to see. So I gambled. I went for fewer deer numbers in terms of the area I hunted, but with the knowledge that if I did see a deer at 200 or 300 yards, I've got my shooting sticks and I am hunting from a stand, I had a good chance to close the deal, assuming the deer wasn't running flat out or anything like that. Of course, when you're stand hunting, you usually get those quality shots. Anyhow, I was going to leave the deer in the woods last night, but I opted to bring it out. It took me about 3.5 hours. It was I guess that was a pine cone. I thought it was a deer. It was a struggle. Coming up that hill, it was tough. I took my time. Spent a couple hours out here in the dark. It's kind of spooky, I must say. Anyhow, you know, yesterday morning when I was out there, I think there's a lesson to be learned. I was on the stand, and I thought I heard a deer below me in the gully. And then later I saw a doe go out, and I thought, well, that explains that. Came back in, you know, and it's stealth. I came back in yesterday afternoon. I hadn't disturbed the area. I go to my stand. I leave my stand. That's all I do. I don't go to the bathroom out there. None of that. I sat down at about 3 o'clock. About 5 o'clock, the sun had dropped below the ridge back here, and I started to get some downdrafts going down in the canyon. I could feel just a little breeze in the back of my neck. I was standing up glassing, and I heard a deer go out, and I don't know. I had a sense that there was a good chance that it was a buck. Grabbed my rifle, slipped the safety off, standing up. I'd range found the area around me. The deer comes out. I knew the log he was standing next to was about 205 yards. He stopped in some brush. I could see him. He was screened. He stepped out, put it on his shoulder, quartering away, drove the bullet right into his vitals, and man, I don't think he went a yard. He was down and down for the count. But stealth, for me anyway, beats sweat when it comes to getting your deer. That's why I stand hunt. I try to be quiet. I try to be stealthy, and I try to wait them out, and I know all I need is one opportunity. One opportunity can make the whole season. Anyway, what a great hunt, great country. Mount Lassen's right over there. Just a beautiful time of the year, beautiful time to be in the woods, and another successful Tehama County deer hunt comes to an end. It's not the biggest buck I ever got, but boy, I sure am proud of him, and he's going to eat great. Thanks for joining me, and well, till next year, at least in terms of deer hunting, it was a pleasure sharing my hunt with you this year. Go Fish Sniffer. Bye, folks.